So what do we have next?
We have some emails. So I'm going to start with a quick one. This is from Gary. Oh, no, it's not. I'm going to start with this one. This is from Corin. From SourceForge. Hey, SourceForge. I see a non-functioning link to an audio archive. Do you have any plans for a podcast audio feed? Yes. Yes, I do. That would be me. I've been kind of focusing on the hosting thing. This is new to me, but we've got an audio feed coming. We've got a lot of features. There's going to be a lot of more community involvement. We see the internet community, YouTube, and people who go to our website as part, not so much as viewers, as part of the distribution channel and as sort of part of the show. And you're gonna help us make this show good, and we can't do that if you can't get at the media. That is definitely something I'm working on. It will definitely be available. It's definitely coming soon. I'm sorry. And you,
I know. Well, we all, of course, are very busy, but we definitely appreciate all your help with the show.
Thanks.
Obviously, the next email we have is from Jen, and she writes, "If you had a child, how would you explain your beliefs to them when they are young? What would you do about holidays? Would you simply tell your child you do not celebrate Christmas and move along? If you did celebrate in a non-secular way, would you bring Santa into it?" And for me, I find that there's nothing really wrong with celebrating Christmas. I really just see it as a secular holiday in the first place.
Well, I mean, the whole winter, end of the year holiday, or rather the solstice area holiday, is a holiday that transcends religion, transcends different religions, and now transcends religion.
Well, and it actually started out as a secular celebration of the winter solstice, which was actually taken over by the Christians, or adopted by the Christians.
I don't know if it was secular. There were sort of local superstitions that had it.
That's correct.
And I like to say that I celebrate Christmas the way the Japanese celebrate Christmas, although that's not really substantiated. I've never been to Japan. But I heard they celebrate it with whipped cream and strawberry cake, and that's just delicious. And that's the way to celebrate a holiday for me. So.
Okay.
And then the Santa thing is, how do you feel about Santa?
Well, I think it's okay to play along for at least a while. There's nothing wrong with engaging in a little fantasy. I think especially for young children, it's important and part of building their psychological development. But I think though that you really need to be upfront with them and let them know that this is just pretend. Just like if you're watching cartoons on television or movies, it is a suspension of disbelief.
I think for me, some people seem to think that if it's a fictional character, it somehow lacks the impact that it would otherwise have. And when I was a kid, the Cat in the Hat, not so much green eggs and ham as you might imagine, but the Cat in the Hat had significant impact for me, and I knew he was fictional, completely fictional, and I would probably cast Santa in a similar light as sort of a fictional thing, associated with Christmas and gift giving and things like that. I would work on that, work sort of with that, and as far as meeting other kids and not having them go, haha, Santa, blah blah blah. I just leave that quiet and just try and teach manners. Don't stomp on other people's beliefs so much like that.
And I was mentioning too before that for me it was kind of used as a sort of a hammer to actually get us to behave, especially around Christmas time. I actually had an aunt who was a nun, and she kind of used this as a way of.
So when God isn't enough, Santa steps in.
Exactly. Well, there was really no difference between Santa and God. They were both magical characters.
Ooh, I have to think about that.
Yeah.
I would like to remind our viewers that this is a live call-in show. We take calls about any subject, not specifically about this one. Please call in. Our phone number is 206-421-5658. And that leads us into the final email, which is, this actually goes into a little bit of what I talked about last time. This is from, not this one, this is from Gary. Hi, love your new show. Thank you. Nice to have something to watch when Matt Delahanty takes 3 weeks off. We hope to establish some interestingness on our own rather than just as the backup show. I have a question. I'm an atheist in that I don't believe in any gods, but I believe in reincarnation. Can I class myself as an atheist? Well, we kind of skipped this part, but one of the things that we've done is what is an atheist, and defining that for our viewers. And last time I had a pretty simple one. Would you like to build on that, or? Yes,
that being the topic of our show today, and essentially I've kind of broken it down into 3 parts. The first one is lack of evidence, and then the second, which I find kind of interesting, is how do believers actually explain the existence of atheists? And then the third one is our rejection of an afterlife. So to begin with, I would like to actually read an excerpt from my next article in the Secular Humanist Press. The Secular Humanist Press is published by the Humanist Washington. I have a copy of it here. And if you'd like more information about the Humanist Washington, you can go to the Humanist Washington or to humanistwashington.org. So
actually, if we could put a hold on that, we actually do have a caller.
Okay.
I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. Effer from Seattle, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Good. Question to you is, both of you, what has Satan done for you today?
What has Satan done for us today? Is that
what has Satan done for us today?
I think that's what he said.
I think that's what he said.
Yeah.
I think he's gone. Effer?
Yes. Are you still there?
Yeah. Can we cut that, please?
Okay. Well,
ooh, drive-by Sataning. Ooh. Short answer, nothing, because he doesn't exist. We don't believe in him. There's no evidence.
Well, if we don't believe in a God, why would we believe in a Satan?
As a friend of mine said, actually one of the creators of the show, Jeremy, it's not like I kept that. I don't believe in God. It's not like I kept that part of your show with you. It's not like. It's not like I don't believe in Godzilla, but I'm worried about Mothra attacks.
Right. Well, if you reject all forms of supernaturalism, it's going to necessarily include Satan as well as any other demons, witches, warlocks, leprechauns. They're all. We don't believe in any of them.
Yeah. So nothing. You were saying?
So I'll go ahead and move on then.
Oh, and just really quickly, Gary, the answer to your question is yeah, you can call yourself an atheist. To me, the definition of atheism, I got challenged on this a little bit, is that an atheist is someone who doesn't believe in God. So by that very curtailed, very small definition, sure, go right ahead. You were saying? Okay.
So this is from my next article in the Secular Humanist Press, and I've just excerpting a paragraph from it. How do believers justify the existence of atheists if the evidence for the existence of their God is supposedly incontrovertible? Sure, they can bring out the old canard that a fool has said in his heart that there is no God, but this blatantly ignores the significant number of highly intelligent people who do not accept the God hypothesis. They can also claim that we're just stubborn, insubordinate, averse to authority, or just plain wrong. Of course, when it comes down to providing actual verifiable evidence, they insist that we just need to have faith.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, so go ahead. But I suspect that our very existence is a threat to their beliefs because it raises doubt just from the possibility that we could be right, especially when we reject the concept of a hereafter. For the atheists, this lifetime is it. There is nothing more than this. And that makes our short existence the only thing that truly has any value. Having a finite lifespan has the potential of making every moment precious. But if you had an eternal existence, then any given moment in that existence would be relatively, if not absolutely worthless. I think that the believer knows this fundamental truth in their heart, otherwise they would not experience so much grief and sorrow with the death of a close friend or family member. If they truly believe in the existence of an afterlife, they should be overwhelmingly happy, if not ecstatic, for their loved one who would now be living a joyful eternal existence in heaven. If their beliefs were true, That most sane, normal people are indeed saddened by the loss of someone close to them demonstrates to me that many people who believe in a God harbor significant doubts about the existence of an afterlife.